I just have to say sorry when I'm not supposed to say sorry. I'm supposed to say yes when I'm not supposed to say yes, you know. A person can accuse me of something like, oh, you did this, you did that. And the more I'm trying to be defensive, like, I didn't do this thing, the more there's fire in the mountain.
Teasing me, I feel you feeling me. Your eyes talking for you, make you say, focus on me.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back guys to my channel. I know I haven't been consistent, I haven't been posting anything, and they say consistent is the key, and I haven't been doing that. But anyways guys, don't judge me, okay? I'm also a human being. I also go through things, you know. Life guys, impilo. Life is hard. But anyways, I'm back again with another video for you guys. And if you are new here and you found this channel and you like what you're seeing, please join the family and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to comment, like, and share. And if you've been here from day one, I know this is the second video that I'm posting, and you've been there and you're still here for me, watching me here, welcome back, baby, and thank you so much. I hope you stay here forever. Anyways, so today's video is just a sit down video where I'm telling you guys a story. I know my last video I was also sitting down, and today I'm sitting down again, but it's okay as long I posted for you guys, as long you're going to like it. And believe me guys, if I tell you that I've been recording and deleting, recording and deleting, I don't know, I wasn't so sure. But then today I just decided, like, okay, let me just do another sit down video and then talk to my people, you know. Yeah. And you know, this other thing of recording something, you're in the public and it makes me so nervous whenever I'm in public, like trying to record and holding my phone. And remember, I'm not using a camera, I don't have a camera, I'm actually using my phone. And the worst part is that I'm using my back camera. I'm using my back camera and I'm talking to my phone and I'm not seeing myself. That's the worst part. I'm not seeing myself, and people will be watching me, looking at me, busy judging me, like, I don't know, like I'm crazy, like I'm crazy there. But anyways, it is what it is. You know, when you want to do something, just do it. Don't do it for the people, like, okay, what will people say to me? They'll judge, you know. People always judge, you know. Let them judge you, okay. You just do your thing, okay. So anyways, today's video, let me just go straight into it. So it's a story, right? It's something that happened to me, actually, and it's something that traumatized me, okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting at the same time. For me, it's sad. It's a sad story for me, and it makes me angry. Like, why did I do that? You understand? Like, why did I actually do that to myself? You know, because there's some situations as human beings, right? That we went through, or some things that we experienced in life, and we actually thought we have healed from them, but then you find out, like, no, man, you haven't healed. Because sometimes they just come in your mind, they just pop up in your mind, and then you find yourself talking to yourself, asking yourself, and you end up crying even, you know. So it's just the same as this, my story that I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to share with you, and I also need your opinions, I also need your help. And you know, yeah, they say people's opinions don't matter, but sometimes it does matter, you know. For me, it does. So okay, what happened is, those days I just finished my grade 7, and I was going to my high school for the first time, and I was so happy because those days my parents decided to take me to a boarding school. Going to a boarding school is something. It's so nice, guys. Honestly, when you're staying away from your parents, people don't like to stay with their parents. I don't understand like why we don't like to stay with our parents. But later on, I realized that staying with your parents is the best thing ever. And if you are 18 years and above, and you're 20, you're in your early 20s or late 20s, and you're still staying with your parents, and you're watching this video and you're still staying with your parents, believe me and trust me, stay with them. Stay with your parents until you are ready to stay with yourself, by yourself actually. Until you are ready to stay by yourself, stay with your parents. Because staying with your parents will save you from a lot of things. Life outside is not nice. I swear to God, life outside is not nice. Yes, the freedom, because most of the time, the reason why we don't want to stay with our parents, we want to have that freedom to do whatever we want. No one will ask you anything. You go out, you come back in the night. No one will ask you, where were you? Or the door is locked. No, you just come inside, do your shit. Even if you come back home at 1 a.m., no one will ask you. And that's the freedom we all want, right? But if hardships comes, that's where you end up doing things that you're not supposed to do. You end up putting yourself in situations that you will regret forever. You understand? So if you are here and you're still staying with your parents, man, stay with them. Don't rush going out there, because there's nothing until you are ready. Actually, until you are ready, that's when you go. Okay, so back to my story. I was going to my high school. My parents took me to a boarding school. I was so happy. When you're still at high school, a new high school kid, meeting other beautiful girls, handsome guys. You know how it is. You know how it is. A different environment, new teachers and everything. It was so nice, guys. It was so nice and beautiful, and I was so happy. I was so happy because I always wanted to go to a boarding school, yeah, ever since. And my dream actually came true. One thing about my parents, they always wanted the best of me. Honestly, they wanted me to be the best person ever. So I went there to school. Yeah, I just want to go to the part where my story is, like where I really want to focus on. Yeah, everything happened. What happens at school, blah blah blah. So there's this other girl that I used to like so much. She was I think she was around form 6 or something like that, and I really loved that girl. She was such a beautiful girl. A beautiful girl. Not like I like girls like that way. No, but when you just like another girl, like, oh, she's so beautiful. I love the way she talks. Like, she was just my role model. Whenever I used to look at her, like, oh my god, I like the way she dresses, her uniform. She used to wear her uniform so nice. Her skin was so beautiful. The way she used to talk, she was so soft. You know, she was very nice. And she was a prefect, I think. I remember. I don't know. I just don't remember much, but that's what I know. Like, she was such a nice girl. So I used to visit her in a hostel. Sometimes I would just go there and sit there. Like, she was like my big sister. She was so nice. Sometimes when I have maybe a homework or something that I need help for, I will go to her and then she will help me. You understand? So it happens like this other day, I visited her there. I visited her and there was nobody at her hostel. I went there in her room. She wasn't there. So when I was coming back, like I was coming out of her room, like going back to my own hostel. So in our hostels, it was like a classroom, like it looks like a classroom where there are a lot of beds, bed, or maybe bunk beds. A bunk bed means in a room you can sleep 8 of you in there. So I came out of her room, right? And there was this other girl who saw me coming out of her room. Yeah? And then I just went back to my hostel. Then later on that evening, right? It was in the night now. Everybody was back, everyone was there. Then that girl she started saying, somebody stole something from her room. Somebody stole her snacks. Like somebody stole some noodles in her trunk, in her room. She can't find her food. Her food is missing. And then that other girl who saw me, she told her, like, you know what, I saw this other girl coming out of your room and I know her. Let's go room by, like, hostel by hostel looking for her. If I see her, I will know her. Okay, me, I was in my hostel, I didn't know anything. The next thing, I'm seeing a group of people coming in our hostel. Hey, where is this other girl? Where is this girl? And that girl saw me. This one, she's the one. This one, she's the one. I saw her. You thief. And then that girl came. She grabbed me by the collar. Hey, you saw you were busy stealing from me. I thought you loved me. I thought you were my little sister. And you're busy stealing from me. In my mind, I'm like, what? I'm shocked, right? Because a lot of people were there. People were coming from their hostels. Now everyone jumping on their beds. They are like, everyone is all over me. You know, she stole. Hey, I want my noodles. Give me my snacks. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, she said a lot of things, and then I'm shocked. Like I'm still in my shocked era, right? I'm trying to process everything. Like what's going on, you know. And by that time, everyone is missing their things. This one is saying, I can't find my socks. That's why this thing is missing from me. Hey, that's why my juice is on half full. This one is saying, hey, da, 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 da. I can't find my soap. I can't find my just so you are the thief. And I'm looking at everyone, right? Everyone is saying all those horrible things to me. And I can't defend myself by then. And I'm trying to speak. The more I'm speaking, the more the situation is getting worse. Everyone is coming with their complaints. You are the thief. You are the that. I want it. I want my stuff. I'm trying to tell her I didn't do anything. And then they grabbed me. They went with me to their room. They started questioning me. The other people were by the door. When something like that happens, everyone wants to hear. Everyone wants to know the gist. And they set me on the bed. They were like, sit down. Did you come to my room? Yes, I did. Were you looking for me? Yes. So if you're looking for me, you didn't find me, then why were you opening my stuff? Why did you steal my things? I didn't steal anything. I'm answering. I did not take anything. I didn't do anything. Like, you're lying to me. You're lying. You stole. And that other girl who saw me, like, no, she did. I saw her. In my mind, I'm looking at her like, what is it that you saw? Like, what is it that I was holding? I wasn't even holding anything. I didn't take nothing. And they had to make me swear on the Bible. They took a Bible. They say, you don't have to lie on the Bible. They gave me the Bible. They said, hold this Bible. Swear, tell the truth. I'm telling them, I did not do anything. I didn't steal anything. I don't know what's wrong with these people. I'm trying to tell them, like, my truth, but they didn't want to listen to me. They gave me the Bible. I swear on the Bible, like, I didn't do anything. But still, it wasn't working. So I saw, like, okay, the situation is getting worse, and I'm traumatized. I'm all alone. Nobody's defending me. Everyone is pointing fingers at me. I just had to say, yes, I did store your stuff, and I'm really sorry. I'm gonna buy them. The moment I said that, that's when people kept quiet. Like, they couldn't ask anything anymore, because I said what they wanted to hear. They wanted me to admit for something that I didn't do. And I did that, right? Okay, fine. They left me. They say, go to your room. Don't ever do that. I'm now a traumatized girl by then. I went back to my room. Everyone is talking about me. I'm actually sleeping there and I'm hearing someone, hey, thief. Hey, people, people actually saying things. It was so embarrassing. At the same time, it was so painful. I cried so much. And then the next day, I had to go to school. I went to school. Now the story, the boys, now they are hearing the story. Now they are looking at me as a thief, you know and everyone is pointing fingers and, she's a thief. Yeah, she stole noodles. If it was money, it was better, like, okay, I stole money. But noodles, guys, I love noodles. I eat noodles. Actually, I don't love them, but I eat them. And whenever I see noodles, it always reminds me of that story. Like, somebody actually traumatized me because of noodles. Ordinary noodles. Like, I stole noodles, I stole snacks. Life, ne? I had to go to school and everyone is talking about it. Nobody wanted to talk to me. I was all alone. It's so painful. It was so painful. Everyone is looking at me with weird eyes. People are gossiping you. Like, it was so traumatizing. It was so painful. And the worst part is that the story reached the principal. I was called to the office. The principal had to ask me questions for the fact that I accepted that, yes, I did it. I had to also accept at the principal office, like, yes, I did it. And the principal was like, I'm calling your parents. Yo, when they say they're going to call my parents, it broke me into pieces. They called my parents and I saw my mom and my dad coming. Oh my god. That day it broke my heart. And and by then I didn't know that my mom was pregnant with my little sister. She was pregnant with my little sister, and I saw her. She just looked at me and then she cried. She actually cried, like, oh my god. And she was asking me, like, what is it? Why are you embarrassing me like that? And I'm trying to tell her, like, Mama, I didn't do anything. These people are lying. I had to say, yes, I did it. But I didn't do anything. But she didn't believe it. And my dad was just there, angry. I saw the disappointment in him. He didn't say anything. But my mom was just so crying, like, if you wanted those things, I'm working, I go to work, your dad is there. Why you didn't tell me that you need noodles and stuff? I tried. I was like, Mama, I'm sorry. Okay, I did it. I'm really sorry for embarrassing you. She cried. And I remember the next week she had to send me a bag full of groceries, a bag full of food and those noodles. Oh my god. That was so bad. And that was so embarrassing. And I was so traumatized. So bad. And I remember my mom was a teacher, man. May her soul rest in peace. And she used to dress so well. My mom used to dress so well. Oh, she used to dress so well. She used to smell so nice. And whenever she comes to visit me, oh my god. And everyone will ask, is that your mom? Oh my god, she's so pretty. She dresses so nice. I used to be so proud of my mom whenever she used to come to visit me. And then this other girl was like, look at her. And the way her mom dresses, she's a thief. She steals noodles. Oh my god. And I didn't have anything to say to her. I just looked at her. I was like, you know what? Just think whatever you want to think. And by then, that's when I realized, like, I'm a very strong woman. I'm a strong person. Imagine going to school every day after this whole thing happened. If it was some other person, they were going to commit suicide. Because it's not nice when everyone is nagging at you, everyone is gossiping you from right, left, and center, wherever you go, or if everyone is just talking about you, like, oh, look at that girl, she's the one who stole this. But deep down in my heart, I knew that I didn't steal anything. And I went to school. I was like, you know what, you guys just think whatever you want to think about me. I really don't care at all. Even if I cared, it was hurting me inside, but I had to be strong. And that's when I realized like I'm a very strong person. Hey, but even if I'm a strong person, it's still traumatizing me. Yeah. And I have this habit of now of accepting things that I'm not supposed to accept, and it really affected me so much. I just have to say sorry when I'm not supposed to say sorry. I'm supposed to say yes when I'm not supposed to say yes. A person can accuse me of something like, oh, you did this, you did that. And the more I'm trying to be defensive, like, I didn't do this thing, the more there's fire in the mountain. So I end up saying, okay, I did it. I'm sorry. When I know that I didn't do anything. That's how it affected me so much till today. And I really don't know what to do about that, because I also became so quiet. I became so very quiet, because I felt like even if I talk, no one will listen to me. But the quiet part, I like it because it saves me from saying things that I'm not supposed to say, you know. And I don't even like talking like like 24/7. Like I don't like talking 24/7 like what other people do. I love to be quiet. I love being in my quiet place. I even enjoying being by myself, you know. Not because of that, but also it helped me, you know, even though it traumatized me, but at the same time, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, guys, that's what I went through. Even in relationships, instead of saying no, I say yes. I apologize all the time. Why am I apologizing? This other girl, this friend of mine, I did something to her, and then she was like, and then I said sorry. And then she was like, girl, why are you apologizing? What traumatized you to that point where you have to say sorry for something that you didn't do? Like, why are you saying sorry? You don't even have to say sorry. Why are you saying sorry? And I was like, girl, just leave it. So yeah, what do I do, guys? What do I do for me to heal from this kind of situation? Because even today, sometimes I think about it and be like, did I really went through that? Did I really went through that? Because if it was somebody else, could have committed suicide. Because it's not easy, guys. It's school. It's school. Hmm. It's school. I don't know, guys. I really don't know, but I survived it. And since then, when I after whole no sorry it was holidays after the situation happened. I went home. I thought maybe my mom and my dad gonna sit me down and ask me or talk about this story, but they never talked about it. Even today I still ask myself like, why they never sit me down and ask me like at home, like, you know and ask me as their child, like, why did you do that? So sometimes I think like maybe they later on realized like I didn't do anything. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe for them, they just felt so embarrassed to sit down with me and ask me about that. Because nobody ever talked about it. Not even my siblings. Because I'm sure they heard that story, but not even one of them asked me, like, did you ever store noodles at school? They never asked me anything. So, I don't know. But yeah, that's my story, guys. That's what I went through. Then I feel like my high school experience wasn't that good, hey, because I actually went through a lot. Some other things that I didn't say, like other experiences besides this one, but this one was the major one. That was the major one, like where my parents have to come to school. Yo, guys, never do that at school. When you go to school, just to school. Never put yourself, never put your parents in this kind of situations because it's so embarrassing. when your parents are being called at school and then being asked about things like that. For me, I'm really sorry for my parents. I felt sorry for them. Shame. I felt sorry for them. That was the most embarrassing thing they could ever experience from their child. But anyways, deep down I know I didn't do anything. So it is what it is. Anyways, guys, just let me know what you think about this story. Like, what should I do to heal? Because it's really affecting me. Honestly, it's really affecting me. Yeah, but yeah, it is what it is. And this is the end of the video, guys. And thank you for watching until the end. And don't forget to comment, like, and share. Until next time, guys. And if you like this kind of videos, again, like, I have a lot of stories to tell you guys, you just comment down there, down below actually, and then yeah, I'll do more of these videos. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.
When you rock it, you're so spiritual. When you rock it, I reverse it like me.